Is a look that I've done using my MAC Wonder Woman palette in Valiant. It's a very pretty palette. It looks like it comes in a box, just a little box. Oop, wrong side, upside down. A little box like this. And here's the palette right here, upside down. Okay, there we go. It's very cute. Some people have kind of complained about the packaging, said it looks cheap, but I like it. I love gaudy kind of thing. So it's really cute, and if I could just open it up real quick, it's got a lot of greens, a couple of green shadows. This is like a very light white gold. This is more of a like a very shimmery yellow green, like a very light yellow green. This is a dark forest green, and this is an olive, kind of an olive green color. It's very pretty. So if you looked at the palette and said, I don't know about that, go get it because it's very nice. And so, anyways, this is the look that I did. Very St. Patrick's Day appropriate with the impending holiday coming up. And so if you want to know how I did this and the products that I use, stay tuned. Okay, so the first thing is I've already primed my eyelid with Too Faced Shadow Insurance. Let me grab that real quick. See what it looks like. It looks like this. And it's the Too Faced Shadow Insurance. It's just the regular one. And it doesn't have any color or anything like that to it. It just primes your eyelid for your shadow. And then to add a little extra color, because the color in the Valiant palette, let me see what the name of it is. Valiant is kind of a light kind of light green color, and I wanted to add a little extra green color to it. So I used the M.A.C Jumbo Shadow Eye Pencil in Rocky Green Mountain. It's just a really pretty kind of shimmery green color. I don't know if you can see that right there. But yeah, it's a really pretty green. It has a little shimmer to it. So I put that just on the eyelid, as you can see. And then we're going to go in with the first color. So I took a regular flat brush like this, the M.A.C 239 brush. And I'm going to take the color Valiant. If you look in the palette, it's the second color right there, this one right here. And so I'm just going to take this, pat that on my 239 brush, and I'm going to apply that to all over the lid, just lightly tapping it. Okay, so now that we've got our lid shadow applied, we're going to go in with a pencil brush, and I'm using the M.A.C 219. It looks like this, but any pencil brush is good. And we're going to take the dark brown, the dark green color, this third one right here. And that color is Diana Undercover. It's a satin finish. It's kind of matte. It's pretty matte, but it's just really soft. It's a lovely color. It's actually my favorite color in the palette. It's so pretty. And I'm going to get that on my pencil brush, my 219 pencil brush. And I'm going to go in that outer V area and just apply that shadow in the outer V area. So what you want to do is you want to take it and you want to go about maybe halfway in on your eyelid and just kind of over that lash line, just kind of bring that up a little bit over the lash line. Then you're going to take it and you're going to add it in this little area right here. And you really want the deepest part of that shade to be right in this area right here. And you're just going to bring that up about halfway. If you can see how that is. See the colors. And right now it looks kind of messy because we're going to go in and blend it. So I'm going to take a M.A.C 224. It's a limited edition brush. I don't think they have it anymore. And it actually, this is just 226, excuse me. And it looks like this. And it's a little bit more tapered and a little bit pointier than the 224. But the 224 is fine. But I like the pointier shape of the 226. And I got lucky that they had one left in the store when I went. Had this brush for a little while now. Anyways, you're going to go in with that 224. And I just put a little bit of color on it. Just a tiny bit. Not a lot. Because we already have a lot of that color in there. And this color goes on pretty strong. And you're just going to go in there and kind of just sweep it around. And you just want to blend it really well so it's not so chunky. You know, like you just got a chunk of color right in here. your crease. And so we're just going to go around and just blend that shadow in and kind of bring it up a little bit. Not all the way up to the brow bone, but just, just about. And I'm just going to kind of blend that color into the green on your lid, maybe about a third of the way. And you're just going to kind of go back and forth and in that V area and just blend. That's what you're going to do. Then you're going to go back with that 219 brush, which I probably should have did it earlier. And you're going to take the green and just kind of connect it with this color and go in about halfway on your lower lash line. Not too far. You don't want to bring it too far down. You don't want to make your eyes look droopy, but just enough so that you have a little color underneath. And then I like to go in with that 224 brush and kind of soften that outer part. Let's kind of soften that part up. Okay. So that looks about right. Alright, now I'm going to go in with my M.A.C 217 brush. Looks like this. It's just a regular domed, fluffy brush. I love this brush. This is probably one of my favorite brushes of M.A.C, even more so than the 239, because I found a lot of brushes that are comparable to the 239, but I haven't found any that are comparable to the 217. I'm going to be purchasing some of the Sigma brushes because I've just heard rave reviews about them. They're supposed to be very, very good, very M.A.C comparable, if not better. And also, they are less than half the price of most of the M.A.C brushes, so that's definitely something I'm into. So I'm going to be purchasing some of those in the next few weeks and giving those a shot and seeing how they work, and I'll let you know how that goes. Anyways, we're going to take this 217 brush and the olive. It's kind of like a shimmery olive color, like a muted olive color right here. It's called Transformation, this color right here, the last color in the palette. You're going to get that on that 217 brush, really work that in there. And what you're going to do is you're going to go on this at the outer edge of the darker color, and you're just going to kind of go back and forth along that outer edge of the color, just so that the gradient between the crease color and the highlight isn't so kind of paint by numbers. It's like, here's a highlight and then here's a crease color. Well, this color is going to add that really pretty gradient and blend, so it's like that green color just kind of fades up into the highlight. So we're going to do that right now. And so what we're going to do is, so it's really hard to get accustomed to. Let me do this in my mirror real quick. You're just going to go and go around that outer edge. You don't want to erase the crease color with this. You just really want to, like I said, make a really pretty gradient of color between the highlights and the crease color. So we're just going to go around the outer edge of that crease color and really blend this in. So now we're going to take our highlight, which is this color right here. Oof, lots of reflection. Hang on. Okay. Okay, this very first color right here. We're going to take that highlight color. It's called Manila paper. Yeah. And you got to be careful with this one because it's really, really pigmented. And so when you put it on, it is like, wow. Like I put it on earlier and I was like, whoa, too much. Had to kind of try to wipe it off. So make sure when you dab it on that 217 brush, you kind of tap it, and just kind of get just a little bit of color. And then, if you want more, you can kind of add more. And I'm just going to kind of tap it around real quick to kind of distribute it. And I'm really kind of concentrating it right in this area right here. Not really so much under my tail of my eyebrow, but really kind of in this area right here. And then I'm just going to blend that down into that pretty olive green color. Now, what we're going to do is you're going to take a little tiny brush. This brush right here, I just have this little teeny tiny brush and little brush. I got this brush with the L'Oreal. I got a L'Oreal Hip pigment, and this brush is the little brush that came with it. And I find that it's perfect for doing this next step that I'm going to do right here, which is basically we're just going to get a little bit of that light, the lightest color, that manila paper on this brush, and we're just going to go in on the inner corner and, just kind of get that color in there. This is such a pretty step, especially if you have small eyes, to kind of bring out your eyes and make them look a little larger, and it just brightens up that inner area because it's going to be kind of shadowy. Okay, so we're pretty much done with our shadow. The next step is our liner. I am using the Rimmel London Black Soft Kohl Liner. Let me grab that real quickly. Looks like this. I get it from Target or Walmart. It's actually Walmart. It's like $2. It's pretty cheap, and it's one of my favorite eyeliners. It's cheap. It works. It's very black, and we're just going to go in with our liner. And I'm going to line the waterline and then my upper lid with this. And so let me just go ahead and do that. Wrong eye. It's going to bring that in on the waterline. And I'm not bringing it all the way over. Just maybe about 2/3 of the way, but not all the way into the inner corner. Okay. And then you're going to put it on the top. And I'm not doing too thick of a line because I don't want to really obscure the green shadow on my lids. I have, my eyelids are not very prominent. I don't have those gorgeous, deep set eyes like Makeup by Tiffany D has. She has those really, really pretty deep set eyes, and so you can see a lot of her lid when she does her makeup looks. But my eyelids are kind of partially, obscured. You only see a small bit, and so I don't like to do a too thick line because I want to be able to see the shadow on my eyelids. So I'm just gonna kind of, line my eyes, nothing special. And you want to make the line a little bit thickest out towards this outer area and just kind of connect it right here. So I'm going to do that. I'm just going to go ahead and just put my mascara on really quickly. I'm using the Maybelline 1x1 mascara. So I'm just going to go in and just put that on. Put it on my bottom lashes. Put it on the top. And then I have on the M.A.C, I don't know if you can see that, the M.A.C 35 lashes. These are really pretty, wispy kind of lashes. And so I'm just going to go back, put my lashes on, do my eyebrows, and then I'll come back and tell you what I did with the rest of my face. The rest of my face, I decided to, first let me talk about the foundation that I used. I used the Revlon Color Stay foundation that I got at Target the other day, and I must say, this foundation is pretty good. So I was surprised. I'm kind of a foundation snob, and if it's not department store or high-end foundation, I kind of turn my nose up at it. But this foundation really shocked me. I love the color. I love the way it feels. It smells nice. It's got great coverage. It doesn't irritate my skin or anything like that. So Revlon definitely made me a believer with this foundation. So I really like it. And then I just went over it with a Makeup Forever HD powder because I have super oily skin. For my blush, I wanted to keep it kind of simple, something that didn't show up a lot of color because I'm going to be putting a lot of color in another area of my face in a minute, and so I didn't want a whole lot of color on my cheeks. So I just went in with the M.A.C Copper Tone blush right here, and this one is really pretty. It doesn't really add a lot of color, but it just kind of warms up my cheeks a little bit. So I'm just going to go in with that and this Sonia Kashuk angled blush brush. I'm just going to kind of, put that on the apples of my cheeks really quickly, and just kind of go in there like that. Do it on the other side. And I like to start from the outside of my face first and then bring it in, because usually in the beginning there's a lot of color on the brush. And I find that if I start right here, there's like a big deposit of color. So I like to kind of go from the outside first. So anyways, then for my lips, I'm actually really excited about. And I'm going to do a separate video about this particular lipstick. I went to Sephora the other day and was just kind of looking around, and I saw this orange lip gloss that they have. They have this new lip gloss. I forget what it's called or what the name of it is called. But anyways, it looks like this. And it's just a really pretty kind of sheer orange color, and it's gorgeous. And I know that orange lips are kind of in now, or they're coming in. And so I was like, you know what, it would be really fun to get an orange lipstick and a pretty orange gloss, because I don't normally wear lipstick at all. I usually keep my lips pretty nude. So I got this lip gloss, and I'm trying to see if I can see what the color is. It's just number 26, orange juice, shimmery. That's what it's called. And then I got a Sephora lip rouge. Oh my gosh, where is the color? Oh, you have to open it to get the color. That's funny. If you just close it, you can't see. It's not on the bottom. You have to open it to get the color. And let me just put that up real quick. It looks like this. And it's called Sephora Rouge R06. R06. So that's the color. So I'm just going to put that on real quick. It's pretty with the gloss. It really is. Okay, just go in. And this gloss kind of has a weird wand. I've never seen a wand like this. But it's a really pretty gloss. Okay. Yep, there it is. And there you have it. So I really like this look. It's really, really pretty, very green. Very good for St. Patrick's Day coming up, so you can have the look of the Irish. I probably said that really good. And just because I'm black don't mean I can't have green eyes on St. Patrick's Day. I'm sure there's an Irish ancestor somewhere back there in time. But this is a really pretty look for St. Patrick's Day, or just any day in general. This is probably my favorite palette out of all the other palettes. The other ones just kind of didn't grab me, but this green one was really nice, and I kind of have a green shadow fetish, so I love really, really pretty green shadows, and this one is very nice. So anyways, I hope you like it, and subscribe. I'm going to be doing some more tutorials, some more reviews in the coming weeks, and thanks for watching. See ya!